Today, I want to walk you through one of the most strategically important branded residential launches we've seen in Abu Dhabi in recent years. This is the new branded residential tower from the Jumeirah group on Maryah Island. And this isn't just another luxury tower. If you care about where Abu Dhabi's ultra-premium residential market is actually heading, this project sits right in the centre of it. I've spent a lot of time analysing Abu Dhabi's branded residential market, and this is one of the few launches where the location, the brand, and the supply profile genuinely line up. Because this project is being delivered directly inside Abu Dhabi Global Market, which is Abu Dhabi's international financial district. So in this video, I'm not just going to show you what the building looks like, I want to explain why this location, this brand, and this level of supply create a very specific opportunity. Jumeirah Residence is located directly on the waterfront edge of Maryah Island. This is where the capital's institutional and financial activity actually operate day to day. You'll be within immediate proximity of Abu Dhabi Global Market, Cleveland Clinic, the Galleria Retail and Dining District, and the waterfront promenade. You'll also have a short travel time to Saadiyat Island, Yas Island, and Abu Dhabi downtown. But the most important point here isn't convenience, it's positioning. This is a fundamentally different residential market to most in Abu Dhabi. This is not lifestyle-first coastal living like Saadiyat, this is executive and institutional-led demand. And that matters, because residential supply inside regulated financial districts is always structurally constrained. You cannot keep creating new residential plots in the centre of an international financial free zone. The project is developed by Emirates Development, with delivery and development management handled by Royal Development Company. Royal Development Company has delivered and managed more than 60 large-scale projects across hospitality, residential and mixed-use developments internationally. This matters because this is a hospitality-led delivery team, not a volume residential builder. At this level, execution quality, service delivery and long-term asset management are just as important as the building itself. The architecture is by Sean Keela. He is the designer behind the Museum of the Future and Jumeirah Marsa Al Arab. That alone tells you that this is not a generic branded tower. The building is conceived as a landmark form, described as an amber jewel rising from the waterfront. The design incorporates floating terraces, sky gardens, and a dramatic elevated pool element. This isn't about stacking apartments vertically, it's about creating destination-grade residential building that fully aligns with the Jumeirah hospitality brand. This is where the investment logic really begins. On Maryah Island, there is almost no ultra-luxury branded residential stock. The only true comparison lies in the Four Seasons Hotel Abu Dhabi at Maryah Island. That building contains just 124 private residences. This new Jumeirah tower will deliver 253 residents in total. That's extremely limited supply when you consider the size of the executive, institutional, and medical workforces already operating on the island. This demand is not speculative, it's driven by senior finance professionals, regional executives, and institutional managers who want high-quality apartment living directly next to work. And very importantly, those who don't want villas in suburban locations. The project will contain 67 one-bedroom residences, 106 two-bedroom residences, 64 three-bedroom residences, and 14 four-bedroom residences, and only 2 five-bedroom penthouses. That gives you a total of 253 homes. The layouts prioritise private terraces, floor-to-ceiling glazing, natural light, and long panoramic water and skyline views. The design language is hospitality-led in experience, but residential in privacy. From a design perspective, this building is designed to feel largely self-contained, not in a resort sense, but in a practical executive sense. Residents will have access to elevated outdoor spaces, wellness and fitness facilities, private lounges, and quiet shared environments that support long working hours and private living. Retail and dining are integrated at podium and promenade level, meaning daily life can operate within the immediate environment. This is exactly what senior end users look for when they're not buying a lifestyle resort property. The tower is located directly beside the Galleria Maryah Island. This is Abu Dhabi's most premium retail and dining destination. That adjacency significantly strengthens both rental demand and owner-occupier appeal. It allows the building to function as a genuinely walkable executive neighbourhood, which is rare in Abu Dhabi. The payment structure here is very backloaded. There is a modest initial down payment, followed by staged instalments through construction. 50% is paid only on handover. The handover is scheduled for Q4 2030. This structure is particularly attractive for investors who prefer to manage capital deployment over a longer construction horizon rather than front-loading exposure. Pricing here is positioned firmly at the top of the Abu Dhabi market. This is not Reem Island luxury pricing. It is aligned with ultra-prime branded residential product. On a price per square foot basis, you are broadly looking between 4,000 and 5,000 dirhams per square foot, depending on the unit type, size and positioning. Smaller units sit at the higher end of that range, with larger residences compressing slightly but carrying significantly higher ticket sizes. This pricing reflects the location, the brand and the lack of comparable supply on Maryah Island. This project is not designed for mass market buyers. It's designed for senior professionals working within ADGM, international executives relocating to Abu Dhabi, long-term institutional residents and high net worth end users who prefer apartment living to villas. The Jumeirah brand plays a very real role here. Service culture, concierge standards and hospitality delivery are part of the value proposition, not an add-on. From an investment perspective, the core drivers are very clear. Highly restricted branded supply, financial district location, extremely limited comparable inventory, executive-led rental demand, and one of the strongest hospitality brands in the region. This is not a volume appreciation play, it's a scarcity-led positioning play inside Abu Dhabi's most important commercial district. Once pricing is public and allocations are finalised, access here becomes very different. There is no second bite at this location. If you would like a full unit-by-unit availability breakdown, floor plans and current price guidance, message me directly or comment info and I'll walk you through the best remaining options.